Rachel Chinouriri is a name you've definitely come across if you've been paying attention to the music scene within the last 12 months especially, but who really is soulful pop's new princess? Rachel Chinouriri burst into the mainstream last year with her highly praised debut album What a Devastating Turn of Events, which included hits such as Never Need Me and All I Ever Asked. Recently, she has just finished supporting Sabrina Carpenter on her Europe tour, and on the back of that has released a new 4-track EP, Little House. Rachel is often praised for her soulful vocals and meaningful songwriting, tackling topics such as depression, eating disorders and suicide on her aforementioned debut album. While Rachel has received the height of mainstream attention off of the back of her debut album released last year, Rachel has been in the music game for a while. In 2018, she began self-releasing a number of musical projects online, which led to her being signed by Parlophone, then releasing her first single, So My Darling, which was the first song for Rachel that received radio play, then releasing her EP Mama's Boy in 2019, debut mini-album 4 in Winter in 2021, leading on to March 2022 she released the single All I Ever Asked. The song was chosen as that week's hottest record in the world by BBC Radio 1's Clara Amfo. In January 2024, Chinouriri announced that she would be releasing her debut album, What a Devastating Turn of Events, on 3rd of May. 4 promotional singles were released in the build-up, leading up to the record. These were The Hills, Never Need Me, the title track, and It Is What It Is. The album debuted at number 17 on the UK Albums Chart and at number 5 on the Scottish Albums Chart during the week starting from 10th of May 2024, which leads us to now, where Rachel is growing in success and media coverage. As I mentioned earlier, Rachel has been highly praised for her songwriting and delivery style on songs. For instance, the lead single from her debut album, Never Need Me, is Rachel's farewell to players and also to the version of herself that loves their approval. If you can't change, I doubt that I can help you. Similarly, on It Is What It Is, Rachel is straightforward and petty with the point, I know you won't text or anything, I know what you're like, hot and cold, hit and miss, up and down and a bit of a prick really. The delivery is almost reminiscent of Lily Allen's 2008 hit Fuck You. While her well-written breakup tracks could definitely soundtrack any heartbreak, on the title track, What a Devastating Turn of Events, Rachel recounts the depressive spiral and eventual suicide of Chinouriri's cousin in Zimbabwe. After she discovers she is pregnant, her once adoring boyfriend abandons her and their unborn child. Out of wedlock, which her family despise, but if she lost it, it would still be a crime, Chinouriri narrates. The woman in her extended family did not have the same choices that she enjoys, but Rachel also recognises that real life-altering change requires even more. It means being willing to sacrifice communal approval. No point in trying to prove yourself to them. Why question who you are from deep within, she declares on Garden of Eden. On the Hills, Rachel battles with feeling ungrateful for the opportunity that she has been given to be in LA, but she is not enjoying herself, with Rachel saying, I wrote The Hills about the feeling of not belonging and being out of place. I was in LA having a pretty terrible time. I didn't feel like I connected with many people musically or in general, and I was stressed out about lots of things in my personal life. I also loved being at home and I just felt very out of place. With lyrics detailing how Rachel is longing to be home in the safety of her childhood home, in a room that you've outgrown, scrubbing at the writing on the walls, Rachel paints a very emotive picture here, perhaps referring to the idiom writing on the wall, which refers to foreseeing a usually negative event. The line can more clearly mean that while reflecting on her childhood, she sees something coming and desperately tries to stop it, scrubbing the girlish drawings of her past with all her might, hoping it will change the future. Cleverly emotive storytelling is what Rachel brings to her soulful pop music, and therefore allows her fans to grasp at the relative nature in her songs and allows themselves to see parts of themselves in her and her songwriting. Rachel's sound is another interesting point to be made, with Rachel herself revealing herself as a fan of the British pop and alternative artists of the noughties, which have been cleverly instrumented into her debut album, with Sugar Babes and Lily Allen inspired kiss-offs, and punching vocal delivery such as on the songs Never Need Me and It Is What It Is, and also thunderous production very similar to Coldplay, such as that of On the Hills. The Hills definitely shows a more rock-inspired side to Rachel, with strong guitar chords being played on the chorus to the song, a punching drum beat and strained vocals on the chorus, again to add to the grunge sound to this track. It's almost reminiscent of Avril Lavigne or early No Doubt to me. An interesting sonic sound to add to a mainly pop record, showing both Rachel's variety as a performer and artist, but also as a music fan. She clearly has an eclectic taste and a wide range of inspirations. Rachel's songs often feature a leading drum beat, blues or rock-inspired guitar riffs, and a pop-inspired soulful vocal line, provided by Rachel herself. For instance, on the song All I Ever Asked, Rachel is accompanied by a leading drum beat from the start of the song, with more traditional big band features coming in at the chorus to accompany Rachel's vocals, such as a synth and layered harmonies to create this full room of music. All I Ever Asked sounds like it could be from a 2000s coming-of-age film. There's a transportive emotion of nostalgia to the song. What a Devastating Turn of Events received critical acclaim upon its release and was also highly praised by music fans alike, with Pitchfork giving the album a 7.5 out of 10, and in its review it mainly praised Rachel's ability to write about hard topics, such as on the title track What a Devastating Turn of Events, which, as I mentioned earlier, recounts the depressive spiral and eventual suicide of Chinouriri's cousin in Zimbabwe. Pitchfork review praises Rachel for being able to go from light-hearted pop breakup songs to extremely heavy topics that most would shy away from, such as that of the aforementioned. UK newspaper The Guardian gave the album a 4 out of 5, with their review further praising her exceptional songwriting. Chinouriri is an accomplished songwriter, ideas spill out of every crammed corner of this collection, and there's range to her delivery, whether dropping punchy barbs during Dumb Bitch Juice or self-exhilarating on My Blood and I Hate Myself. Situationships are dissected on It Is What It Is, Never Need Me offers irresistible new wave thrills, and the remarkable title track recounts her cousin's pregnancy and suicide over a tune that takes a hook to your brain and refuses to retract. Her next album will be even better. And I would have to agree, Rachel's next album is going to be stellar. Rachel is a huge talent with an apt for intricate songwriting mixed with her sincere, expressive vocal ability. She is bound to have the music industry in the palm of her hands in years to come, and watching her career and confidence grow so far has been an absolute delight.